everybody. It's Kyle. Welcome to a new episode of the Dad Snark Podcast. Coming to you live from my studio on a Monday evening. Been a heck of a weekend. Another long one. I know I kind of probably say that. It sounds like repeat on this deal, but it really was. Had a great weekend. Just a lot going on. Still working a little bit on the studio here. Got a few more things to tie up on it before we get some video stuff going, and maybe putting in some soundproofing above me and around me. Stuff like that. But for right now, it's doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the results I've gotten so far. Let's see. Guess I'm going to get right into what is bugging me. What is bugging me? Well, I know last week I talked about just, inconsiderate butthole people. We've all experienced them and seen them out and about when we've been out and about. So I'm not going to really go off on them. I guess something I would go off on a little bit, something that really bothers me, and it happens to me at least twice a week, every week, whether it be going to work or coming home from work. And that is, have you ever been stuck in like a bumper-to-bumper traffic jam for like a long period of time? And then when you get up to where supposedly there's going to be an accident or something like that, there's nothing there? Like, have you ever been in like a bumper-to-bumper traffic situation where, it's all so bunched up, like the traffic's just trickling through like a tiny little space, and then you get all the way through it, and then everybody starts speeding up, and you get back up to speed, and okay, well, why did that happen? Why did we do that? There was no wreck. I didn't see anything. No, not even a car stalled, nothing. Nobody pulled over, nothing. That is just weird. And, I'm not like saying, I'm not saying, boy, there better be somebody dead up here. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's really odd that we're all stuck just sitting still. Nobody's moving. Nothing's happening. And then you get through it, but you never know when you get through it because there's not anything there. I don't know. I know. I'm really kind of grasping at straws on this one, but I'll tell you what, let's use the website, the Anchor.fm website where the podcast is, the landing page. Let's use that, guys. And I would really encourage you guys, please call in, not call in, but go in there and record just a quick little snippet about some sort of crappy traffic scenario that you've had to endure. If you have any stories about a situation like I'm talking about, where you've sat in there bumper to bumper, just like, and then you never see anything. There's no wreck. There's nothing. It just, all of a sudden everybody starts speeding up and gets going, and then it's over with and you're on your way. If you've ever been in a situation like that, leave a message. I'll put the link here, and just leave me a message about it and what it was like, or what that's like for you, because it just frustrates the living shit out of me, man. I mean, to the point where I can't even see straight sometimes. So actually, I'm probably so used to it, it doesn't really bother me anymore. But just a quick note. We're going to go do an ad right now. We're going to come back and talk about some things that I'm into. And I'll be right back with you. So let me throw it over to Kyle. Kyle? All right, and we're back. Okay, so a couple things are going on. I'm hoping I'm going to have a special report coming up from you guys with another tequila tasting. You should enjoy that one. If I think it recorded okay. I'm not really sure. Kind of had a few technical difficulties, so we'll see. But in the meantime, things that I'm into right now. I mean, there's a lot, but obviously it's not even the elephant in the room. You guys all know I'm totally into records right now. And I had a really special experience this weekend in regards to that. Went with my lovely missus. We had some time Saturday to ourselves. Kids were working on an Eagle project that was scouting. And while that was going on, we got to go out and check some stuff out. And we went and checked a little store out over in Overland Park, downtown Overland Park, called Vinyl Renaissance. And it was amazing. I mean, I could get lost in there. Mostly going through their junk records area, which are like, I want to say it's like 5 for $10 or 5 for, I don't remember. It's crazy. It's so cheap for those junky ones. I did find a sweet Herb Alpert one in there, the Lonely Bull with by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. That was a nice find for just 2 bones. Really dig that one. Got a lot of nice finds really at Vinyl Renaissance. A couple really big standouts. The Herb Alpert one I told you guys about. I got a Jackie Gleason one here. You can kind of tell I'm a little bit into Jackie. But this one's interesting. It's a 10-inch, but it is a 33 1/3 LP, but it's only 10 inches. It's called Jackie Gleason Presents Lonesome Echo. And it says Part 1, Capitol Records. The interesting thing about this album is that the cover is done by Salvador Dali, the famous artist, Salvador Dali. And actually, on the back, there's a picture of Salvador Dali and Jackie Gleason shaking hands. And it says this is part 1 of a 2-part album. Got some good tracks on there, pretty interesting, but just really neat, kind of wild, different type of record. And that one was pretty reasonable. I want to say it was, I don't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't very much. So let's see, what else did I run across there? I know the big one. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. Let's skip past that and come back to it. Oh, I know. Now, I don't know if you guys ever watch Kids in the Hall, but there's a great skit in Kids in the Hall about the Doors, about wanting to become a Doors fan. And this guy goes into a record store. He's like, yeah, I was thinking about getting, Doors album, man. I was thinking about getting the Doors greatest hits. And the guy goes, greatest hits records are for housewives and little children or little girls or something like that.
Hey, greatest hits albums are for housewives and little girls. You're not serious. You don't want to be a Doors fan. Get out of my store.
And that's pretty funny. And it's, it's true. It's kind of a cop-out to get a greatest hits album, or any greatest hits compilation, but we've all done it. I mean, Eagles' greatest hits is the best selling greatest hits album in the history of music. It's also a damn good greatest hits collection. And there are a lot of good greatest hits. I mean, the Doors' greatest hits is pretty solid, actually. Came across Sly and the Family Stone greatest hits. If any group would demand of you to buy a greatest hits album, I think this is it. And actually, the cool thing about this album is mostly the outfits. I will put up pictures of it, but there's kind of like a fold-out the centerpiece when you fold it out. It's only a single album, but it folds out like a double. But the centerpiece is a really cool picture of the band, and wow, man, let's just say things were different then. Definitely. But it's great. I love Sly and the Family Stone, and that greatest hits record is the first time I really listened to Sly and the Family Stone. So I have zero problems with buying a greatest hits record there. Another big one that I came across, this will be the second Lou Reed album I have. I got Lou Reed, Rock and Roll Animal. Not sure if you've ever heard that one or if you're a Lou Reed fan at all. It's a live album. And let's see, it says it was recorded at Howard Stein's Academy of Music, New York City. It's good, man. That the first side of it is an amazing intro that goes into Sweet Jane and then the song Heroin. Just absolutely amazing. On the flip side, you got White Light, White Heat, Lady Day, and Rock and Roll. Sounds like it's a short album. It's not really. It's actually a full-length album, and there's only like 6 songs on it. But boy, I was playing all these the other night, and when I put that one on, and that intro started out on side A, wow. I mean, it was another moment like it was when I listened to that Arrested Development album and listened to the song Pride. in the record store in Lawrence. It just was like kaboom in my ears, just beautiful music and just sounded so rich and gorgeous. It's just absolutely amazing. Which brings me to the last record I bought. So I've kind of stayed away from these reprints. You know, they're doing a lot of these new reprints and stuff. I won't buy any picture disc albums if I can avoid them, because they're usually cheap vinyl. I know that. And, you know, I mean, they're kind of cool. Some of them, I don't know. If it was something special, that might be neat. But, like, I'm not going to buy Purple Rain on a picture disc. If I can buy Purple Rain, I'm going to buy the LP that comes with the poster and stuff, the reissue on the 180 gram vinyl. Which brings me to the last find that I have that I got at Vinyl Renaissance. I am a huge Pink Floyd fan. And I know it's kind of one of those things, you take it or you leave it. Some people don't care for Pink Floyd, you know, bad people. And I don't understand it. I think that they are very influential in all of our music, and it's pretty hard for me to imagine a world without them. So, flash back to me being probably about 15 or so and rocking out to some Pink Floyd The Wall as an angsty teen boy in the Midwest. And, back in the day, we were all rocking out to The Wall probably. And my uncle, who's about 10 years older than me, gives me, for a birthday, Pink Floyd Animals on CD. And he said, be sure and listen to this like 3 times or so, man, before it's really going to make an impact on you. But it's their best thing, I'm pretty sure. And he was right. It didn't take me 3 times. It took me maybe 1.5 or so before everything kind of clicked. And I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And I still feel that way. I think Dogs is probably my very favorite song, period. Which is interesting to say. I mean, it's like a 17-minute long song. But so they have a 180 gram remaster from the original tapes that they've released, and I picked that up. I'm not too into buying those new ones, but boy, I'll tell you what, I put this on, and it was Saturday evening. I was here alone in the basement, and I put this on and started playing it, and I swear a tear welled up in my eye. It sounds so absolutely incredible. It lets you understand just how good vinyl can be and why it's a deal. It's amazing. And I've heard this album hundreds of times, but I've not heard this album before this weekend. And I can tell you that it is above and beyond anything I've experienced when it comes to Pink Floyd. So very happy I got that. It's a really neat pressing. I was talking to the record guy, the record store guy, and he actually told me that that this sounds better than the original when it was released. And it's one of the few that really does that, where they didn't really screw up things when they remastered it. They just actually improved upon what was already there based upon tapes that they had. So it is amazing. I can't say enough good stuff about it. All right, so then we flash forward to the next day, which is Sunday, and I snagged a couple other little records out there. Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly. That's a good one. Kind of a neat fold out, the way that one folds out. It's like her piano in front of her. She's playing the piano, and you have to kind of fold the top part of the piano away and then fold the bottom part of the piano away from her, and then you can pull the record out. Kind of neat. And then Neil Diamond, Beautiful Noise. Not sure if you've ever heard that record. I like Neil Diamond okay. I've heard every Neil Diamond record. My mom was a huge Neil Diamond fan. She went and saw him every time he came to Kansas City. And I finally did go see him in the round with her. Boy, that was just like right after college maybe. And he's amazing. I'm not a huge fan either, but my gosh, the guy is ultra talented and has a plethora of hits, right? So... a plethora heavy. Anyway, absolutely amazing. So it's been fun. It's just been fun listening to this music, and and enjoying some of this stuff. Like I say, I mean, I'm listening to things that I normally wouldn't listen to, and finding new things that I enjoy. I'm also looking for some stuff, so I'm kind of looking around and keeping my eyes open. They didn't have any Black Sabbath albums at Vinyl Renaissance, which is pretty wild. I'd love to get my hands on some of those. A lot of those have been remastered on 180 gram vinyl, and I'd be willing to go that route with those, because I bet it sounds amazing. But I would love to get the first 2, 3, 4 albums, maybe every album of theirs. So I got my eyes on those as well. And, there's some De La Soul albums I'd like to get a hold of, and a few other things, Public Enemy, stuff like that, some Run DMC from the earlier days. Lots of other different rock, too, that just I'm kind of zoning out on here right now. I know Sigue Sigue Sputnik was a big album for me. I listened to that a lot. It became popular from the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And I bought the album Flaunt It by Sigue Sigue Sputnik. I would love to have that record again. It was a neat record, but it's pretty expensive. I've kind of looked it up, and it's kind of crazy. I don't think I'm really willing to spend that. Also, Lou Reed, New York. Definitely got to get a hold of that if I can. There's some out there that I'm kind of keeping my eyes open for it, and just being aware of when they come around. So there's that. So that's what I'm into, those. We did finish The Boys. Highly recommend that show if you haven't seen it. Wow, just amazing ending too to the first season. Really looking forward to the next season of that one. And what else? Picked up another one of those DC 100 page Max comics that they're selling at like Walmart, I believe, is the only place selling them. But they're these super thick 100-page comics for like $5, full of DC stuff. They're up to like 10 or 11 or 12 on Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman, that stuff, Teen Titans, Justice League. But they also, around Halloween, they released special ones. Like last year, they released the first Swamp Thing one. It had some horror stories in it. Came across one that's called Ghosts, so DC Ghosts. And I also saw they did DC Villains, but I'm not too interested in that. But the Ghost ones, I'm definitely interested in that. So I'll put some pictures up of it and let you guys know how that was. But that is about it, guys. There is not much else going on. I'm really enjoying you guys enjoying this podcast, and please keep it up. And man, let's be a part of this deal. And like I said, if you got a funny traffic story or a weird traffic story, or even if you've just experienced exactly what I'm talking about, which is like sitting in a fucking traffic jam for an hour and there's nothing at the end of it, but everybody just starts going faster and then it's normal speed again. If you've ever experienced that shit, man, it is maddening. Let me know. Leave a message right here on the Dad Snark Podcast Anchor.fm site, the landing page. You can leave a voice message on there. Also, guys, do a review. Just ask my bearded friend how that works out for you. He won that sweet USB-C hub. In addition, I found something real cool for him. You may not know him, but he's a really nice guy. I met him this summer in Florida. We were at a bar and grill, and there's a dude there wearing the Royals gear. And so we started talking to him and everything. He's from Cleveland. He does podcasts and stuff too. His name begins with a K. His daughter's got the same first name as mine. He went to film school. He has the very same director that he loves, just like same guy that I love too, Kurosawa. It's just, there's so many things in common. But I happened to be in a thrift store and was looking around. I came across a 2014 World Series program from the Kansas City Royals playing against the San Francisco Giants. It was an actual program from the World Series. So I picked that up for him. It didn't cost much, but I just thought as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, dude, he would totally dig this. And told my wife about it. She's like, oh, yeah, you should get that for him. So I did. So actually, when he won the USB-C hub, that was great because I just sent it along with that. And he seemed to be pretty happy with it. So we're going to get him on here. Actually, he has mentioned that he would like to be on this podcast. So I'm working out the logistics on that deal to do a Skype type thing where he'll be on here with me and we will go through a podcast, probably a normal one, maybe like an hour or so, where we're drinking some beers, talking about things that are bugging us, talking about things we're into, and maybe poo stories. We'll see. I don't know. I would also like to, I would really like to do a dramatic comic book reading with him. So I have a couple comic books in mind. I can send him the pages of those and go over that, and we could do that maybe too. That might be really fun. So, and then of course Mikey, PP, those guys are probably going to be on here at some point again real soon. So be on the lookout for that. Again, did a recording of a tequila taste test battle of the super badass tequilas yesterday, Sunday, when the Chiefs won against the Raiders at halftime. Ended up staying there a lot longer than halftime. And but anyway, it was fun. We did that, and then after I turned off the recording, also ate some crazy hot sauce that Mikey had there. Holy cow, that was, I'm still hurting from that a little bit. But anyway, fun stuff, guys. So be on the lookout, man. Go and review this thing, please. Positive reviews on this podcast. I'm going to keep it rolling here. And, send me an email, dadsnark@gmail.com. You can tweet us, the Dad Snark Podcast, at the Dad Snark Podcast. Or you can just reach out to me directly. But any of those places you can get us. And also, like I said, right here on the Anchor.fm webpage, you can leave a voicemail, like a voice message. Please do. Tell me about traffic, man. I'd like to include some of this stuff and get you guys to be a part of this deal. It's fun. That's all I can say about it. I'm doing it because I love it and it's fun. So there you go. All right. So really that's about it. I don't have anything else to say, guys, that's really worth saying much of, except, oh yeah, get off my lawn.